the president was honored with a state dinner hosted by Canadian Governor General Johnston at the Rideau Hall. The two leaders pledged to further strengthen their bilateral relations. Tomorrow, the president will meet with his Canadian counterpart, Prime Minister Stephen Harper. They will also witness the signing of agreements that will strengthen bilateral ties with countries. After Ottawa, the president will travel to Toronto, after which he will proceed to Vancouver.
Meanwhile, Budget Secretary Butch Abad sees more foreign investments coming in with the president's visit to Chicago and Canada. He also says the economic gains made by the Aquino administration should be continued beyond 2016. Freddie Abando with the report.
Budget Secretary Florencio Butch-Abad has all the reasons to smile, feel good, and be optimistic since the economy was projected by the International Monetary Fund to perform much better compared to other in ASEAN, Asia, and the world.
It's gonna happen. And the reason for that is, the fundamentals are not just there, but they're strong. This country is going to continue to grow.
The IMF's forecast for the first quarter range from 5.9 to 6.7%. Abad is confident it may reach 7%. A big plus is government spending with the implementation of major infrastructure projects all over the country, construction activities of the private sector to expand gains of manufacturing and the property sector. The BPO sector sustained growth, generating more jobs in other urban centers aside from Metro Manila. Tourism maintained its growth trajectory last year. Domestic tourism is up as more and more Filipinos are traveling to key and new destinations of interest. Because of this, the airline companies are enjoying heavy passenger traffic. There's a growing demand for accommodations. Land and sea transport are also up. Job generation in tourism has reduced unemployment, especially in the countryside.
The reason why the peso will remain unaffected by global volatility is because the robust OFW remittances and the continuing expansion of BPO and increasing investments as exemplified by last year's growth of 65%, and then the booming tourism business. And then, of course, recovering government spending. We are doing all the investments in infrastructure. It's not moving as fast as we can because of problems of capacity. I don't think that the money is really the challenge. The challenge is the extent to which agencies can absorb the funds that's available to them. But we are also addressing that through AO 46, which the IMF also mentioned.
Foreign direct investments are expected to surpass $6 billion committed last year. President Aquino's state visit to Canada and working visit to Chicago, Illinois to the United States promises great returns for the economy. President Aquino's leadership has restored the confidence of the international community in the Philippines as a major destination for FDIs. Abad stressed the gains of the Aquino administration should be continued beyond 2016. In his speech before the Filipino community in Chicago, the president rallied them to chase the Filipino dream of a better Philippines beyond his term. Abad said the president's anointed candidate will sustain the country's gains, reducing poverty incidence to single-digit levels within a period of 12 years.
If the new administration continues on with what has been started, and in fact even more vigorously pursues the reforms that continue to be needed to be made. Number one, the new administration, even in the first 3 years, will be in a good position to reduce poverty to single digits. Number two, it will allow the Philippines to grow at another level, because once you're able to significantly reduce poverty, then you're able then to direct the resources that are actually dole outs to more productive ventures that will allow for the creation of more jobs. Number three, I think the nation should really, put together a rational, agricultural, agribusiness, and food policy, because that has been really one of the weaknesses. And lastly, I think with all of that, then the Philippines continues to be able to be an attractive investment, an attractive destination for foreign investment. So tourism and FDI will continue to grow. We are still, 6 million tourists. Vietnam has 17. Attracting just 6 billion. Malaysia, Thailand, they're attracting twice what we are attracting. So there is so much room for further improvement.
For the People's Television Network, this is Freddie Abando reporting.